Yeah, there we go. Oh, the light's a little not annoying. Let me just go sort this light out, actually. Yeah, that looks all right. Cool. How many people got? 25 people. They're always like around 20 of these live streams. So if we do get onto like 30, that's pretty good going. But I hope the sound's okay. I'm a bit worried because people were dropping out then. Luke's here. I mean, does the sound work, Luke? Hey, I'll let you out. Always making the live streams on Patreon. I don't know how you managed to do it. You must be really good at checking the Discord or the emails. Clicked on the wrong thing there. Well, hey, now just to make it really clear, we get this all the time. Make sure if you want to ask questions, you ask them through the YouTube rather than on Patreon, the post. Like sometimes I go after the streams, there's like comments on the post of like questions, but I'll never get to them because otherwise you'd end up like refreshing them all the time, stuff like that. Yeah, quite, yeah, absolutely nuts, absolutely nuts. That's the last time I speak about trading 212. Like, oh man, it was just crazy, just crazy. Um, but yeah, I just personally thought it was something to just to speak about. I think I think it's important that the stockbroker that so many people use realize that they are currently losing money. And I think the thing is as well, like the scary thing is to go from like a 1.5 million in profit to a 300,000. Like if I was to treat that as like a stock that I invested in, and I invested into a stock and they went from 1.5 million in profit to losing 300,000, like that, I would be like, whoa, what's going on here? So I I like trading 22. I treated it as if it was a stock. If I was to invest into stock, and if I was investing into a company, and my money's like in that platform, like for trading 212 to go from a 1.5 million profit to a 300k loss in 12 months, I was I was like massive. Like I was like, people need to know about this stuff, surely. Um, And the thing is, as well, like it's a private company, so they don't have to like. If it was a public company, they would be like, "Oh yeah, we lost 300,000 because of this, 400,000." Like with a private company, you don't need to do that. And the thing is, as well, with a private company, like they report like every 12 months, so we don't know how 2020 has gone for another few months yet. And that's the thing. Like if it got around to 2020 and it turned out like we lost another 300k, or it got even worse, it would just be. I just think like it's just something that really we need to keep an eye on. Personally, I thought, if that was a stock, I'd be like, whoa, what's going on here? Like major red flags. I just treated trading 212 like a stock, and I just felt like to have a 1.8 million reversal in your profits was like we need to look at this, and I felt like people should have known about it. I just feel like if we don't exactly know what caused it, like we don't know if it's the refer a friend scheme or anything like that, you know. But I think it's just worth to keep an eye on, because if they turned around, if they did that again, and then they're making 2 million loss this year, then the company's only got a million left in the balance sheet, I think, to like operate, and they'll go bankrupt in a year. So I just thought it was really important to talk about it, But I don't know. I think some people um, just didn't like it. I mean, I think like I know that someone told me that apparently the video got posted on like Trading 212 forums, and I don't know if it was like people that like moderators of the forum were like, you know, we need to, you know, push back on this or something. I don't know if that was the case, but yeah, I just thought it was something to just be really careful about, because we know so many of us use it as a platform, and if it is starting to lose that sort of money, I thought it was really important to share with everyone. So yeah, right. I am just trying to. Did I post a link on Patreon or not? I didn't post a link on Patreon, did I, for this live stream? Oh, that's not good. I'm really sorry for that. I thought I did post it. Let me just post this link for everyone on Patreon, because otherwise they won't be able to come on it again. That should do it. Is that sorted it? There we go. Yeah, the link's there for the guys on Patreon that need to click on the link to come on YouTube and watch it. And I can see all your questions now. Here we go. Right, I'll fire through some of your questions. But man, what a good day on the stock market on the UK front. Like Boohoo was up a decent amount. And we've got 41 viewers in the chat. We never have 41 viewers on the Patreon live streams. That's really good. But yeah, Boohoo, good day. National Express, really good day. I think even Greg's. What did Greg's do in the end? I think Greg's had another good day. Yeah, 3% for Greg's. Yeah, I mean, pretty good day on the UK front. We'll see what the US done. I'm trying to find some new companies. I've spent like a few hours looking into companies, and I still can't find any at the moment. So, yeah. But I'll look at some of you guys' questions. Currently up 156% on National Express. Nice. You need to add the YouTube link to the Patreon notification. Yep. Just added it there, I'll what happened? I guess that's also the trading 2 and 2 stuff. What's the video on today? Not trading 2 and 2, is it? No, don't worry, Luke. No, we don't have to post any of that on Instagram again. Today's video is like 45 minutes. I'm just uploading it in the background right now. It should be live in about 40 minutes. It's basically like how to look into companies. Free Trade Plus, is it worth it? If I had Free Trade, I would use Free Trade Plus, yeah. What broker are you using for your ISA in 2022? I'm probably going to stick with trading 2 and 2 at the moment. Obviously, with everything considering, it's something that I am watching, but I'm sticking with trading 2 and 2 at the moment. But there's a few things that I'm not a huge fan of. I am currently in a penny stock SHIP, which has gone up 41% Friday, currently 50% up. Should I set a trailing loss? I believe it has potential and bought in the low, but don't want to lose profits yet. I mean, that's tricky. That I mean, penny stocks are just gonna. You can do, but the problem with trailing losses, like it probably go past your trailing loss before like it actually activates it, because like the move just so much very quickly. So yeah, I mean, it's a tricky one. I can't really help too much on that one. Are we allowed to know roughly what kind of portfolio size I'm working with? Like a few K, 50K, 100K plus. I'm a bit nervous about putting more than one ISA's worth into trading 2. For me, it's 6 figures, and that's diversified over 3 different portfolios. So yeah. Do I see much upside in LGN from here? I don't know. What is LGN? I've heard the ticker symbol, but it's just gone off my head. LGN. I'm trying to look into some UK gaming companies at the moment. Oh, Legal in General, of course. I always forget these ticker symbols. Legal in General isn't going to do crazy stock market gains. Like the thing about this one is picking up a dividend yield. I'm just trying to see what the dividend yield is at the moment. Like Google for UK stocks is terrible. Like it's really good for like US companies, but for UK companies, it's absolutely awful. What's the dividend yield at the moment? Just trying to find where this. Oh, more insiders have been buying Legal in General. I didn't even notice that. That's a pretty good sign. Dividend. I can't find dividend yield. So the dividend yield is about 6% at the moment. So you're mostly getting this for a good, nice 6% dividend yield. But on the share price front, you are going to get some share price gain. So this stock, for example, could go up about probably 20% every year. So you know it's going to be not a crazy returns, but that nice dividend yield's pretty good. And you think as well, if you've got down at even lower lows, like you probably have even a higher dividend yield than that. So yeah, it's nothing you'll get crazy like share price gain from. But yeah, you'll still get a little bit of share price gain. Kieran says about agro blockchain. I don't know exactly what you want to know about it. Oh, you got a post further down here, 33% up today. Yeah, I don't really track it, so I don't really know. I don't really track it. Touchwood and Weston said, "Hey Jacob, joined the Patreon just this week. Glad to be part of it. Are you watching Planet 13 this week or just looking to hold?" At the moment, I'm holding Planet 13, but I am praying that it does come down quite a bit so I can buy some more. I mean, what's the share price at the moment? What's the ticker symbol? PLNHF. Yeah, I mean, $7.42. I mean, this stock can move like 10% in a day. So it wouldn't be surprising to see like if on Tuesday, tomorrow, it opens up like 10% lower. That puts it back down into a $6 range, and then I can buy some more from there. So yeah, it's one that I'm watching. I'm not buying at the moment. It has to drop, but if it drops, I'll buy some more. And I'll probably double my position if it does drop anymore. Al asks about the Dropbox earnings. Looking forward to it. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. Like Dropbox reported earnings last time, and they were like really good, but the stock didn't move. So, yeah, it just doesn't. Wall Street just does not seem to like want to get involved in Dropbox at the moment. So hopefully these earnings wake it up. Do I think EHang will drop below 100? More than likely. More than likely. The thing is with stocks, you just don't know where they'll go in the short term. But once again, this is one that's been on a very good run. The stock can move 10% in a day. So yeah, it would not surprise me to go below 100, but I would not guarantee it, is what I would say. So yeah, I mean, that was like such a bad answer. That was like a politician answer. But yeah, it moves a lot, and it has been on a good run. So yeah, we'll see. I have heard of that one, Irish, but I can't remember. The problem I have with a lot of EVs, like EVs, just like the valuations are just crazy, and a lot of EV companies. This might not apply for this one, but the problem is a lot of these are like selling products that aren't even like available on the market yet, and aren't even available for like 2 years. And you're just buying an idea. Like I could say to you that I've got like an iPhone that could a new phone that's better than the iPhone, and it can do holograms. I don't have it yet, but it's going to be ready for you into everyone to buy in 2 years' time. Would you invest in that company? You won't. There's no proven track record that I can deliver on that. So yeah, I think that the problem with EVs is at the moment, and a lot of these EVs is that, and like I said, I don't know if it applies to this one, but I looked into it, but I can't remember the company. There's so many different EV companies. Is that there's so many people trying to sell these ideas, but the thing is, you've also got to be investing into companies that have a proven track record, and that's why, like when Tattoo Chef came as this back stock, I was like, right, Tattoo Chef had 100% sales growth pre coming on, coming onto the stock market. So I was like, right, it's a proven company. Something like Skills was like growing at 100% rate of revenue, and I was like, right, they've got a proven track record that's a successful company, and that's the thing that I think a few people are kind of forgetting. But like I said, I just don't know exactly if it does apply to that one. I'm looking at Rolls-Royce, not at the moment. Airlines, air industry would need to recover before I would even consider that one. What are some easy money stocks? I can't find any at the moment. I cannot find any. I'm trying to find some. I'd like to say DraftKings, but even the valuation on that, you're paying up for like a good, probably like 2 years growth on it. So it's not easy money. So yeah, it's crazy. Do I think Intel is at its peak? Intel has a few problems. It's not. I would prefer to be involved in AMD rather than Intel, personally. Yeah, Intel's really choppy. It seems like it peaks around that $65 mark, and then it drops, and that is I think that connects with like earnings. I think that's what causes it. So it is at a bit of a point where it historically pulls back. So I would say that, and I would say that AMD for me, Godia would be the better buy if you wanted to get into that sort of space. But it's not a bad company at all. Like, don't get me wrong, it's not a terrible company. Quasi says about Alphabet being a reasonable price. I'm not even sure what price it is at the moment. It's okay. It's okay. I prefer Facebook at these sort of prices. I mean, it's a 35 PE. It's been on a good run. What's the forward P on Google? See, even the forward P on Google is coming up as 32, which is still pretty high because I think like Facebook's like a forward P of 20, so it shows you a little bit of difference there. So I'd prefer Facebook at these valuations, but it's not terrible. Don't get me wrong, and it's not terrible compared to some of the things that we're seeing in the stock market. So yeah. I don't invest into mining, Chloe. It's an industry I don't know, and I don't buy industries that I don't know. Um, so yeah, I always buy things that I understand and know about. So yeah, it's just one of those that I don't get into. Um, no, Daniel, I would not quit my regular job. I enjoy it, and it's a fixed way of income, if you get what I mean. So I'm not dependent on like stocks or even YouTube, and YouTube isn't even that good paid. Like I only get paid like I think five, but it's about £500 a month I get paid for doing all the YouTube stuff, which is works out as like £10, maybe £15 a video on a monthly basis. So the return for doing YouTube isn't great. I just do it because I enjoy it. And I've done YouTube for like 4 years now, and 3 of those years I never got paid for it. So the money side of it for me has never been anything that kind of I just enjoy doing. I enjoy doing my job, and I enjoy doing YouTube. And yeah, I'd still carry on doing my job at the moment. So yeah. Um, Abdul says the mic's crackling. If that's true, let me know. I'll see if I can sort it out. United Cube says, what do you look for when it comes to earnings, knowing it's done well? Do you look at previous earnings? Yeah, previous earnings, revenue, look at earnings growth, look at revenue growth. Certain services that have maybe like done really well and showed really good signs of growth. So yeah, that's something to look at. Corinne says, is it safe to say a very low number of us have invested in the bear market? Would you change anything with your investment style? I.e., would you shoot for companies with 100% upside in 2 to 5 years? No, pretty much everything would be the same. But the problem is I always treat like we're in a bear market. Like I never kind of some of these valuations make sense in a bull market, but I generally buy companies that I would see doing well always even in a bear market. That's why it's very easy to jump on stocks like Peloton, for example. But if a bear market came around for Peloton, they would really struggle from the valuation that they're currently at. And also, when the numbers of COVID started coming out, then that might be a bit of a shock to them. So yeah, I always never get carried away with the market. So even though like the market's doing really well right now, and it's so easy to be like, oh, I'm going to put some more money in the market, I'm not, because I don't see any valuations. So yeah. I don't know that stock, Kasim. Have I got any updated thoughts on Cad Factory? Not since I talked about it on the last live stream. No, not much news out there. Thoughts on Fiverr? I like it. It just needs to come back down to a good valuation. Nintendo's good. Same again with that one. I think the valuation is just a bit too much on that one. I have heard of the penny stock, but I don't know it that well. Some Medica. American Outdoor Brands. Not heard of that one. American Outdoor Brands. Fishing, camping, shooting, security, and defense products. Wow. It's been on a good run. What's the P ratios? Look like it's making money. There's not much growth on this. I'd be interested to know why you think it's going to go up in share value. From what I can see, it's not forecast through that much growth at the moment. Have I looked in? No, it's on my list, Harry, to look into Sumo Group a little bit further. But from what I've seen, it looks decent. Nagigaro? Not even heard of that company. No. Yeah, I do. I'll let Tattoo Chef still buy right now? Yeah, I'd prefer it under $21, but yeah. The Wall Street Post is in like the picture next to the whiteboard. My girlfriend actually got that from when she went to New York. So yeah, somewhere near the Brooklyn Bridge, I think she bought it. So yeah, couldn't give you too much more than that. But I'm looking at maybe getting a new one. So yeah, we'll see what happens there. Thoughts on Lloyd's Bank? It's okay. I prefer Barclays than Lloyd's. Because I can't answer that because she might hear me. I can hear her walking past the door, so I can't say that one out. I can't answer that question out loud. Otherwise, you might see an angry person come in. Zub asks about Yal. I would like to buy it. Hopefully, if it was a bit of a cheaper valuation. Thomas, what do I just notice? We're on the old channel. What's going on here? I always put the Patreon live streams on the old channel. I always do put them on the old channel. It's just neater rather than getting jumbled up with the other like public videos. So yeah, it's just how I work it. Not looked into Clover Health. Hilion, I think, was the hype a few months ago, really. Tattoo Chef. I see Tattoo Chef, when you look at the valuation of the company, like Tattoo Chef could come at like probably a 5 billion to 10 billion company, which from here would say it's probably got about 500% upside. So yeah, as a long-term hold, like I think I probably could get about 500% on Tattoo Chef. I'd be happy with 300%. But yeah, Unilever just doesn't have the growth for me. Green Energy, I'm trying to find a stock in the solar space. They've just all had a very good run at the moment. What price is reasonable? I think that's for Tattoo Chef. Probably a $60 plus stock in the next 3 to 5 years is where I'd see it going up. Chloe asked about Serious Logic, and Jeremy likes it. Yeah, Serious Logic isn't bad. The only problem I have is that I think 80% or 90% of their revenue comes from Apple. And if Apple turn around and make their own chips that Serious Logic do, then obviously Serious Logic's dead because they've just lost like 80-90% of the revenue. And Apple will do that. We've seen Apple make their own chips recently. And that's a road that looks like it's been very successful because their new chip, I'm using the MacBook right now that's got that new Apple chip in, and it's incredibly good. So if they can make better products at cheaper margins, or better margins, as I say, than buying external, which they're looking to do, we're clearly seeing it. That's a big red flag for me. So I would not buy Serious Logic just because 80 or 90% of their revenue comes from Apple. My two biggest UK positions are Boohoo and Greg still. My two biggest US positions always changes. At the moment, I believe it is In Mode, and then it's either Facebook or it is Huya now. So it's two of them three. So yeah. Thoughts on Lucid? Not looked into it properly. Quasi says asking about check on the mic. I'm not sure what about the echo is. I'm trying to think what it could be echoing on. I'm not sure. Maybe it's just a room. Maybe it's just bad sound today. But I'll call it time anyway in a minute. So yeah, you don't have to put with the echo too much longer. Physical gold is something I don't normally get into. I like buying individual stocks mainly, Danny. I can see the perks of buying gold, but sometimes, there's no catalyst really for gold to go up compared to if a stock puts in amazing revenue growth and profit growth, the share price normally jumps. So yeah, that's what I like doing. It's not something for me. What's a bigger position in my portfolio, eHang or Shopify? It's Shopify. I think my Shopify position is like 3 times the size of my eHang position. So yeah, it is quite a bit of a bigger position. I think it is something like that. It might not exactly be about that, but it's about 3 times it. Hopefully. Hollywood Bowl needs to open back up, and then we should see some good numbers, and it'll kick on from there. Anyway, I'm going to call it time there. A nice little 25-minute live stream. There's 60 of you guys in this hit one, which is, I think, the best Patreon live Q&A that we've ever done. So that's great news. But yeah, I'm going to call it time there. If you did join halfway through, the video should be there to rewatch anyway in a few minutes' time. But yeah, I haven't put many portfolio reviews on over the weekend, just being a little bit too busy. So I'm going to try get onto that over the next kind of like 2 days and get some portfolio reviews up there. But I know you guys really like the live streams as well, so I thought I'd do another one of these. But yeah, I'll call it time here. The video, today's video should be up on the channel in 23 minutes. Yeah, and that's the video today is how to analyze a stock, and it's 45 minutes long, so it's a long video today, longest ever on the channel. So definitely worth checking out. Anyway, I talk about like how to analyze a stock, and I use Turtle Beach as the example in that one. So yeah, it's a good video. I know a lot of you guys have asked like a bit of a video on that sort of subject. So yeah, hopefully the 45 minutes on that company really does help. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for joining on the live stream, the 60 of you guys that are on here. Hope there's some useful information on it anyway, so I'll catch you in a bit.